and they each have kind of their own sound. And I find that I normally think of the slap stuff. I normally associate the slap style with the fretted bass. So I had done a lot of work on fretted bass with the slap style. But it's kind of fun sometimes to try to play a technique that I associate with one instrument, try to play that technique on another instrument. And so that's what I got interested in for the hyper bass. I thought it would be a good idea to see if I could apply the slap style to the hyper bass. Now there is a problem with that. The slap style, normally we think of the slap style as really consisting of three elements. There's the thumb thump, left hand hammer-ons, and the third element is the pluck, which is accomplished by reaching underneath the strings and pulling them up off the fingerboard and letting them snap back to the fingerboard to get that percussive plucking sound. Now, that's a little challenging on the hyper bass because since the fingerboard is so long, there's really no place to get your finger underneath the string in order to pull it up. So I realized that I'd have to substitute something for that plucking motion because that's so integral to the slap style. So I decided I realized I could kind of substitute different kinds of strums with my right hand. A very similar motion, and it would still work. I could still do the thumb thump and the hammer-ons, but I could do this kind of strum kind of sounds. Let me show you what I mean. So it was really working with these kinds of ideas, this kind of altered slap ideas, that really got me started on composing this next piece, Monkey Businessman. In that last piece, Monkey Businessman, you may have noticed that I use this little gadget. This is called the EBow, and it's a sustain device that was invented to be used on the guitar, but works great on the bass. And in fact, I use it on all my basses. It'll even drive the big fat low B string on my 6-string bass, so it's a pretty powerful device. What it is it's primarily an electromagnet. That's pretty much the size of it. And the strings on an electric instrument have magnetic properties, and if you hold them in a magnetic field, they'll tend to vibrate. So the magnetic field of the EBow is concentrated here on the bottom of it, on what's called the foot of the EBow, in a little channel. And the concept is you hold the string exactly in that channel without touching it to the EBow, because that'll stop the string from vibrating. But if you can hold it just like that, you can sustain the string as long as you can hold the EBow there. Now, alternatively, you can actually activate the string with the EBow. And this is cool because it gives you a much softer attack than any attack you could get by using pizzicato. Well, the EBow is to me, really an amazing device because it gives you control of the volume envelope of your sound. Normally, when you play a pizzicato string instrument, you really don't have much control over the volume envelope of the sound. You know, you pluck a string and then you listen to the note die away, and you don't really have much control over what happens as the note's dying away. Well, the EBow really changes that. You know, you can start a string, you can swell into a note and bring the volume up, down, really control it however you'd like. So to me, it's really an indispensable tool for the bass, and I really like to have mine available all the time. Now, there are several challenges in using the EBow that we should probably talk about. The first is that I know a lot of people tend to